Hello everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Double Dog, and I'm back with a video. This, as you can tell by the thumbnail, is going to be my Days Gone rant video. This game deserves a rant video, and I'm going to do my best not to lose my cool and my temper with this. I have problems with certain things that set me off, and I'm going to try my damnness not to freak out on this video. But I have to say, hands down, Days Gone is a very unique kind of game. I would have to say if PlayStation actually got some other groups together with Bend Studios to help them and possibly gave them another year to cook this game, it might have turned out to be something a little bit better than the steaming pile of horse shit that we received. Now, fundamental things aside, this game is really cool. The aspect of going through a giant open world environment as a biker, St. John, honestly, it was kind of compelling. The story between him and his wife and the tragic thing that happened to him and how he's pretty much went crazy over the time is a very intriguing premise and very well done in the game. The idea of having the World War Z style zombie swarms actually is one of the highlights of the game. And there are some key parts in it that are scripted as hell, but very well done. Really neat aspects. But the problem is, when you have too many different pieces of cloth and you stitch them together with weak stitches, it all rips apart and falls apart. And in the game of Days Gone, that's the key problem with this game. The ideas are there. The overall world design is quite sound and beautiful. But the problem is, this is not a fun game due to some severe fundamental flaws in the programming of this title. First of all, the aspect of having to make sure that your motorbike is full of gas and fixed is novel at first. But when you realize that every 10-20 minutes, you're going to have to stop and get more gas, put it in your bike and fix your bike with stuff that you find from scavenging around vehicles. Now, that's not that bad of a thing. You have people like, well, Nathan, that's not that big of a deal. Well, the thing is it gets really annoying quick. And even with the highest upgraded bike components, you're still going to be having to do this quite frequently. And with the nice little addition that most of the zombies are procedurally generated, they are randomized of when they actually occur, makes it a really pain in the ass. There has been so many times in this game that I've been trying to do a mission and failed 15-20 times, not because of the game itself, but because of all the things that are going together are not fitting correctly. Like, it's a very simple mission. You're sent out by Boozer to hunt some deer to get some meat for him. Not a big deal. But when you go there, it just so happens to be fucking night again, because that's the thing, is that the freakers seem to come out mostly at night in this. And, during the day, I think they camp out in certain areas. But in the night, they're more prominently out in the area. And damned if I tried, damned if I might, every time I tried doing that mission, there'd be like freaker hordes there. Why? I don't know. It was kind of funny seeing them chase after the deer and kill the deer. But then it's like when there's that many, and that early on, you don't have the ability needed to actually defend yourself. And, running from them constantly gets annoying. And damned if that's not when you run out of gas, too. You run out of gas and you have to run on foot. Stamina meter goes down too fast. I mean, once you upgrade your character, it might be a little bit better. But, the load time at the beginning of this game is just atrocious. The glitches that I've had, as you see from the footage I'm showing here, major glitches, even now with the updated patches that they've had. This game is, I hate to say it, it's a fucking train wreck. I recommend that, anybody that plays this game, I got to play it before they launched it, and it wasn't even playable, okay? It was not even playable. Even now, with all the patches that they've done to this game, the frame rate is still abysmal. The AI is just something terrible. The randomization of it may have sounded good on paper, but it does not function for a fun game. To me, this game is not fun. It's tedious. I mean, it's fun with the aspect of the ideas, but the ideas they don't go together well. They do not link together well at all. The hordes are fine, but after a while, it's like you can't walk 10 feet without dealing with these stupid ass hordes and these freakers. And it's like, I get it, end of the world type game. It's a survival game. But after a point, it's like every glitch with this game makes it not fun to play. I've literally had it to where it's like you go to an area to burn out the freaker nests, and it's supposed to lower the amount of freakers in that area. It doesn't ever clear them out, but it's supposed to lower them. Well, guess what? It don't lower shit. I've had so many cases where there's more freakers in an area after I've burned out all the freaker nests. The only thing it seems to be good for is getting experience points. And I swear to God, the amount of points needed to get some of the better items, I understand. It's supposed to take a long time. But this is just freaking bullshit. I mean, the amount of stuff. And you got this game world. And let's just say you don't like certain groups, right? Well, it don't matter. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. Let's just say you want to, have Deacon St. John just stick to the first, camp. Nope, sorry. You'll get 1-2 missions there. And then you got to go over here and do this mission. Then you got to go over here and do this mission. Then you got to go over here and do this mission. And eventually you might get another mission from that first guy. So you're thinking, well, you know what? I will level up this camp to unlock the best items. Well, guess what? No, not really. No, you don't have the choice. You really don't have a choice in this game. You are forced to do what they tell you to do. And other than burning freaker nests and doing certain objects and areas to actually get your rating up higher with that particular guy, it makes it to where you still have to do all these missions in the order they tell you, to where you can't focus on one camp, okay? Let's say you want to focus on the one camp. You can't. They make you do all this ping-pongy bullshit. And you combine that with the AI that is garbage. Every 2 fucking feet, you'll clear an area out. Right? You will clear a fucking area out. And you will go. And you will kill all the bad guys. And clear the area out. And then get rid of all the freakers' nests. And then you go and you talk to the lady, which it glitches out terribly. It's like... and you're like, okay, what the hell's going on with the game? But, fortunately the game don't crash. You complete your mission. All right, cool, you complete your mission. And you decide to head back, get some gas. Guess what? More random raiders appear and fucking shoot your ass and snipe you off your bike. And then you gotta run around and kill the raiders. And guess what happens when you're trying to kill the raiders? Oh, you're gonna have freakers show up too. So you're gonna have freakers show up too. And then even better than that, as you see this picture here, you have a nice little glitch where not only do you have freakers and raiders, then apparently there must have been some sort of discount deal on wolves in the area. Yeah, for some freaking reason, you got 18 wolves hunting you at the same time as the freakers and the raiders. Oh yeah, that's really good programming, guys. Really good programming. Yeah, it's bad enough dealing with one thing. Then you got to deal with 2 things. Then you got to deal with 3 things. And then it's like by the time you get done, it's just sea of dead fur and skin everywhere from the fact that everything's spawning and fucking attacking you all at the same fucking time. That's stupid. That's terrible programming. And you combine it with the aspects of constantly having to put gasoline in your car and fixing it, and the only way to fix your shit is if you upgrade enough to actually have enough ability to do that, to pay more credits to unlock this other stuff, to pay more credits to fix your shit, or to go around and open up all these cars to get pieces to fix your car. I mean, seriously, oh God, it just annoys me so damn much. I'm trying not to lose my mind with this, but this game sucks. The load times suck. The overall level design, while it's beautiful, fucking sucks. It's a massively open world. Not really. No, it isn't. You got all these forests and trees, and pretty much it channels you down the same paths constantly. And how many fucking times I had to go through the same damn fucking tunnel? You know how annoying that is? Going through the same tunnel, back and forth through the same tunnel, and then halfway through again, guess what? More raiders decide to camp out there. And like, we're just like you. We're just nomads trying to survive, but we're still going to attack and try to kill you. What the fuck is with that, man? I mean, it's like, it's not a fun game. I mean, it's long, but you can have a long game that's good graphics. That doesn't make it a good game. I mean, hands down, Days Gone is a very fitting name for this title. Because the amount of days that you will lose and have go away from you trying to play this travesty, this awful game, is amazing. And there'll be a lot of people that will actually go and support this title and say, Nathan, it's a good game. You just need to get good. You know what? it's not a matter of getting good when you have severe program fundamental errors in this title. You know what, Ben Studios? You might have been good when you made Siphon Filter, but Ben Studios hasn't made a damn game since, was it Vita? They made Vita titles. This was their first big budget game, and I realized, but Nathan, there was only 150 people making this game. Well, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't make a game like this with only 150 fucking people. There's a reason why games like Rockstar games have so many hundreds of people to make them, because it takes that damn many people to make a game that good, and then you still hear about the major problems with all the crunch that they have to do. But honestly, I wanted to love this game. I played the living hell out of this game. And in the end, even though I would say I could somewhat recommend it as a rental only, I would have to say that this is a sucky ass game. It has nothing good with it. The bike mechanics handle like shit. The mechanic of constantly fixing and filling your bike is annoying as shit. The constant AI issues of all the characters are crap. The constant spawning of the freakers constantly with these swarms are annoying. It's fun the first time. But then after the first time, you're like, okay, this is just annoying. I need to get there. And there's 500 of these guys just hanging out like it's a rave. It's not fun. It's annoying. It's a stupid ass game. They should have waited. They should have taken another year, because this game was delayed a lot for a reason. And even in its current state, it is still a steaming pile of horse nuggets. And I know there'll be people that will defend it, saying, it's not a bad game. You got to look past its faults. But when you have, looking past the glitches, there's fundamental programming errors with this. With the, game world design, AI design, mission structure that's abysmal. The missions suck. They're not memorable. After you beat a mission, you don't remember it. And that's a sign of a poorly designed game. When you don't like any of the fucking characters, you don't like any of the missions, the structure of it is from driving from point A to point B to shoot with very poorly done shooting mechanics. And that's sad to say, considering they made Siphon Filter. I think Siphon Filter had better shooting mechanics than this does. In the end, I would have to say, this is not a good game. People may have said, okay, after launch, that it wasn't as bad as they said it was, but in the end, Days Gone should have just done gone. It's not a good game. It's not worth $60. It's not even worth $29. I'm ranking that piece of shit up there with Fallout 76. The only difference is with this is that game at least will somewhat function right. At least until you get some game-breaking glitch that takes away all your credits, makes it where you can't fix your fucking bike, makes it where constantly it goes from day to night, non-stop. It makes the AI glitch out to where all the freakers won't quit leaving you alone, makes it where the AI of the characters won't stop spinning around in circles, makes it to where they won't get stuck in T-poses, makes it to where the animal wildlife don't keep respawning in and killing you, makes it to where all your bullets don't disappear. I'll tell you what. I gave this game a chance. I played it for over 40 fucking hours. And it ain't got any better. In fact, with most of these patches, I swear, they're making it fucking worse. Don't play Days Gone. It sucks. And that's my opinion. Oh, look at this poor fucking deer. Oh, don't run towards me, no. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, you dumb fucking... See, that's why this game actually fucking sucks.